Hello, I'm here to discuss about the cell membrane. In my last video, I just gave an idea about the overview of eukaryotic cells. And let's move to the cell organelles. The first I'm starting here, the cell membrane. It is for class 11 biology students. Let's move. Here is the structure. I have taken it from Google. You can search more images like this. Cell membrane is a lipid bilayer, phospholipid bilayer. Okay, it is a phospholipid bilayer. Phospholipid bilayer. Okay, because here you can see this. It is the phospholipid molecule. This is one layer. First or outer layer, and this is also another layer here. Okay. You can see in this direction also. Yeah. These are the phospholipid bilayer, and this is phosphate head. Okay, phosphate head, and these are the lipid tail, which are always present inside the membrane. Lipid tails. Okay, because these are hydrophobic, that is water hiding site. The phosphate head is the hydrophilic, which loves water. That's why they are always facing outside and towards the water, while the lipid tails are present inside and away from the water. And these are the proteins. There are different proteins. This is one, another, and these are the proteins here: integral protein, channel proteins, peripheral protein. There are different types of globular proteins are floats in this phospholipid C. Okay, or in this phospholipid bilayer. What they are actually do, they do channel proteins carry different ions like glucose and potassium, sodium, because they cannot directly pass through this membrane due to this hydrophobic lipid head. Okay, integral protein, peripheral protein are found in the edges or periphery, and besides this protein, carbohydrates are also present, and glycoproteins, which are made of contain both carbohydrate and proteins, are also present. They are floats in the water, like they are floats in this phospholipid bilayer. Okay, or floats. If we consider this phospholipid as a C, these are floats like iceberg. These are means the proteins. Okay, here I have written some points. The cell. The first point is, yeah, the cell membrane is also referred as the plasma membrane. Okay, the cell membrane is also referred as plasma membrane. Cell membrane is equal to plasma membrane. Okay, membrane, we can shortly write it in short form, that is PM. It is flexible boundary between living cells and its surroundings. The plasma membrane always separates the cell from its surrounding, and it's very much flexible. Okay, so, and it's a selective membrane because the ions or any materials like glucose, amino acids are passing through this membrane are selected by this plasma membrane. That's why it is a selective membrane or semi-permeable membrane. And second one is here, the plasma membrane consists of phospholipids. I already told that plasma membrane is a phospholipid bilayer or phospholipid molecules. They form two layer sheets called phospholipid bilayer. Okay, yeah. this is the layer first layer, and this one is second layer. Okay, and this two layer forms the phospholipid bilayer. Okay, yeah, this two layer forms this phospholipid bilayer. Okay, yeah, I hope it is clear now. I'm going to the next slide. In phospholipids, hydrophobic or water-loving heads face outwards, yeah, and it is exposed to the aqueous solution both sides of the membrane because they are hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means water-loving. Their hydrophobic tails face inward. In phospholipid bilayer, different proteins are floating like icebergs in the phospholipid sea. Okay. Here. The next slide I have written here. Some of the membrane proteins forms channel or tunnels, that is called as channel protein. They carry polar molecules. Polar molecules means here sodium, potassium, chlorine. These are the polar molecules which can dissolve in water. Okay, through the hydrophobic center of the membrane. The channel proteins function. Other proteins such as PAM because they carry different molecules through active transport. Active transport means they use energy, using energy to actively transport molecules into and out of the cell. Thank you for watching. Okay, what I have told here, just summarize it. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, let me. I have the cell membrane. Okay, 1 minute. The chapter is cell membrane. Cell membrane. Cell membrane. The first organelles I have starting cell membrane, which is also called as plasma membrane. Okay, we can write it also PM, plasma membrane. Yeah, it is a phospholipid bilayer. First point, the plasma membrane is a phospholipid bilayer. Bilayer. That means the plasma membrane consists of two layers of phospholipid. Here, 1 minute, I'm doing it. If these are the phospholipids, okay, they form the phospholipid bilayer. And this is the another layer. Okay, and this is the phospholipid bilayer. Phospholipid bilayer. Here, these are the hydrophilic. Okay, hydrophilic head or phosphate group. Phosphate head, you can tell it phosphate head, and these are the hydrophobic tail. Hydrophobic tail. hydrophobic tail or lipid tails? Lipid tails. So they form phospholipid tails. Hydrophilic means water loving. Okay, hydrophilic. It is comes. It has two. Sorry. Yeah. Hydro. This is water and philic. Yeah. Loving. Loves the side loves water. That's why they are always facing the outward or aqueous solution or water solution. Okay, and hydrophobic. Yes. Hydrophobic. Hydrophobic. Phobic means phobia. That means fear. Okay, or hating. You can say it. Water hating side. And as usual, the hydro means water. Okay. So the lipid molecules are the water fearing or water phobic end, and the uh, phosphate end is the hydrophobic end. Okay. Yeah. 1 minute. If we separately draw this phospholipid molecules, it would be like, yeah, this one. This is the, and one kink is there. This is the phosphate head. Phosphate head. And this is the lipid tail. Okay. And combinedly it form phospholipid. Okay. Phospholipid molecule. And two layers of phospholipid molecules form the plasma membrane. Okay. It's the amphipathic molecules having both hydrophobic and hydrophilic region. Another thing I want to tell, the plasma membrane is very flexible and thin, and it separates the cell from its surrounding and gives the cell a shape. It is also another thing, plasma membrane, I'm writing it here, plasma membrane is amazingly thin. It is very thin. We can only see it under microscope. It would take a stack of a stack of more than 8,000 plasma membrane to equal the thickness of a page. Equal the thickness of a page. Okay. The thickness of a page is equal to the 8,000 layer of plasma membrane. So you can imagine now how thin the plasma membrane. Okay, and proteins are present in this plasma membrane bilayer and floats. Okay, 1 minute. These are the proteins. Some are floats in the periphery. Some are just present like the channel proteins. Okay, like this. They have all specific functions. Proteins or membrane proteins. I hope it is clear now. These are all about these are all about plasma membrane. Okay, I hope it is clear. Thank you for watching. In my next video, I shall discuss other cellular organelles. Thank you. Bye.